Hello, Sudoku friends. Welcome to the January 9, 2024 edition of the New York Times Hard Sudoku Puzzle. I will get started right away. I have something I need to do in an hour's time. And the first, look at this. This is so beautiful. A 5, 6, and a 9 block across here. So these three squares have got to be a 5, 6, and a 9. I absolutely love these patterns, because now I know that these two squares must be a 4 and an 8. The 4 blocks down, here's an 8, and here's the 4. That's very, very nice. And we have another pattern here, a 1, 4 here, and a 1, 4 here, giving me a 1 and a 4 for two of these three squares. Not massively helpful right now, but it may come in handy later on. We have an 8 blocking across here and an 8 blocking across here. So here's an 8. 6 and 5 block across here. Therefore, these two have got to be a 6 and a 5, and this must be a 9. And can we do anything with the 5 and the 6? Yes, I think yes, we can. This 6 blocks here, this 6 blocks here. Therefore, a 6 goes here, and a 5 goes here or here. This 4 blocks here and here, and this 4 blocks here. Therefore, a 4 must go here. This 3 blocks up, and this blocks over. 3 goes here. Then 1 blocks across. Therefore, 1 goes here, and these have to be a 2 and a 5 now, and this must be a 2. There's 7 blocks across here. Therefore, we have a 7 here. And a 1, 3, 9 here. 9 blocks down and over, 9 here or here. 4 here or here. And therefore here or here later on. But something interesting is happening now in columns 4, 7, and 9. Can you see it? The interesting part is the 5 and a 7 blocking here, the 5 and a 7 blocking here, the 5 and a 7 blocking here. So a 5 and a 7 must go in two of these three squares. And that raises the question, what's left for row 1? If we take the 5 and a 7 out of the equation, we are still looking for a 1, 2, 3, and an 8. So we have a 3 blocking here. That tells me that these two squares have got to be 1, 2, or 8. We have a 1 blocking here. 1, 2, 8. Let's look at this square, because this is also a 7, 5 square and a 3 square. It could be a 1 and a 2, but it couldn't be a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 9. So these three squares have got to be a 1, 2, 8. And that means that these three squares must be a 3, 7, 5. Unfortunately, I don't quite know what to do with the 3s and this 7, 5. This can be a 3 or a 5. So let me get back for a moment to this block 3, 1, 2, and 8 up here. What's left? 5 goes here or here, and 7 must also go in one of these two squares. Isn't that true? 5 and 7, 5 and 7, 5 and 7 here. We need to place a 6, 1, 2, and an 8. The 6 blocks across, the 6 blocks up. Here is the 6. this 6 blocks across, this 6 blocks up, and this 6 blocks across. So here's another 6. We have a 6 blocking across here and a 6 blocking across here, and these two 6s blocking here, 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 and here. Therefore, this must be a 6. Here a 5, 7, therefore a 1, 2, and an 8 here. I don't know what to do with that yet, but since we found this 6, we can place a 5 here and a 6 here. Now we have a 5, 7 here blocking up, 5, 7 here blocking up. So these must be a 5 and a 7. This is not a 5 or a 7, and it's one of the 1, 2, 8 triples, so it can't be a 3 either, so the 3 must go here. This 3 blocks it down, this 3 blocks down, and this 3 blocks across. Here is a 3. Thankfully, this puzzle is somewhat more complicated than the last few days from the New York Times. We are very pleased, aren't we? I shouldn't say we, should I? We are not royalty. But I am very pleased. I hope that you are too. 5 and 7 block here, 5 and 7 go here, here, or here. We already know that this is a 5 or a 7, of course. But I don't know if it's a 5 or a 7. Time will tell. Now we have a 3 blocking up here and a 3 blocking up here. We have these 3s blocking across. So a 3 must go here. This 7 blocks down, this blocks over. One of these is a 7. We got a 5 blocking down. We got 5s here and here blocking over, right? So here's a 5. Two, 7, 9 here now. And as I said before, 7 blocks down, 7 blocks over. Here's a 7, and this is a 2, 9, and this is a 2, 9. 7 blocks across here and across here, 7 blocks down here. Here's a 7. Remember how we said that these are 7, 5? The 7 blocks up, here's a 5, here's a 7. Now this must be a 5, and this must be a 2. Here we're looking for a 1 and an 8. The 1 blocks over, here's an 8, and here's a 1. This now must be an 8 because this 8 blocks down, see? One of these is an 8. We got an 8 in one of these two squares, and this 8, by the way, blocks up, so here's an 8. And this 8 blocks down, this 8 blocks down, therefore one of these is an 8. We need an 8 for row 7, and the 8 therefore must go here. Now we have a 1 and a 2 here in these two squares, and a 1 and a 2 here, of course. These are still a 5, 7. These two 8s block here and here, and this 8 blocks across. Here's an 8. Now this has got to be a 5. And this must be a 9. These were 2 and 9s, remember? Now this is a 9 and this is 2. Here are 1 and a 4. We need a 1, 4, and an 8 across here. Let's see. 8, no. I can't solve that yet, but I can solve this square, I'm pretty sure. It must be a 2. These are 1, 2, remember? Now the 2 blocks over, therefore this is a 1 and this is a 2, and this is a 1. 7, 5 here, 5, we found that here, blocks over, therefore this is a 7 and this is a 5. 7 blocks up and over, 7 here. Here we find ourselves a what? A 4. Blocking down, therefore we have a 4 here. One of these had to be a 4, remember? Now this is a 4. Therefore we have a 4 here and a 1 here. And a 1 here, by the way, and here. This is going very smoothly now. This must be an 8. And this must be a 2, giving me a 2 here. And a 9 here, of course. Let's do these up here now. They must be a 9 and a 2. The 9 blocks up. Here's a 2. Here's a 9. And here we need a 9 for this square and a 3 for this. Therefore, a 3 for this and an 8 for this. And that's it. Thank you for watching and bye for now. See you back here again tomorrow.